Hello everybody, Sergeant Soul Changer back with Brick and Rust, and today we're making a revisit to the last episode where we were using sleeping bags to get into foundations. And I got a comment on the video on YouTube, and it goes like this: Sergeant Soldier, let's say I'm gonna hide all my C4 and rockets etc. in there, and someone destroys a sleeping bag. Am I gonna be able to place it back there? Will the loot be gone until I can break the foundation myself? This comes from Mr. Far 3LL. And it's a very good question. Once that sleeping bag is gone, there is no way back in that foundation. Currently, you cannot set a sleeping bag inside a foundation once it's already upgraded. So, that being said, how do you do it? There is a way to get into the foundation if one of the sleeping bags breaks, and that is to have more than one. See, we have 4 sleeping bags. Check it out. Now, it's not very easy to do this, but it is possible. And it has to be done in precisely the right location in order to get it to work every time. And it's going to take a lot of practice. So it isn't something that you guys are going to be able to do on the first try. I highly suggest, if you want to attempt it, to go to a creative server like I'm on right now, Bob the Builder, and just to give it a try. However, that being said, my hope is that this will be fixed sooner than you guys can get a chance to use this. So Face Punch developers, hopefully you guys are watching. So real quick, I'm just going to go ahead and kill myself. And we'll go to one of the sleeping bags. Alright, there we go. So obviously, as you can see here, we spawned at this sleeping bag. This is our central location right here. This is where all the storage is going to be. So first we need to do a crafting. Did I spell it wrong? Crafting? There we go. First we need to do the crafting kit so we can make a couple boxes up. So we'll do 2 ammos, we'll do 2 first aids, and then let's see if we can squeeze out a small. There we go. And let's do a couple more furnaces. How about that? So we got a lot of stuff that we want to hide inside here, right? So first of all, we're going to pop into this foundation. This is where everything's going to be built, so we might as well just be inside here. The best way I found to do this is to try to get them indented like so. And it's not going to be easy. Some of them might not want to go, so you're going to have to slant them too if you can't get it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that one. I think these sleeping bags are too close together too. That might be. Alright, that one right there. Whoa! Almost jumped out. Okay, that one like that. And that one like that. Can we squeeze this little guy in here? I was hoping we could, but we're not going to have enough room. It all depends on how your sleeping bags are placed. So if they're a little bit more angled, that might be able to get one to back up a little closer. Like this one. The sleeping bags aren't placed correctly, so I'm not able to scoot it all the way back. So you will be able to get at least 4 large chests in here. I got out. Shoot. And then you're able to jump from the chest all the way up to get out of the little storage room. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, so how do I build that? 4 sleeping bags, 1 foundation, let's do it. So, I'm going to kill myself again. And we will be back, don't worry. I'll come back in a different sleeping bag next time. So now, first of all, we need to find a place to build this. Now, doing it in long grass isn't all that easy because a lot of times the grass can grow up over where the sleeping bags are, and it makes it really difficult to see the placement for the sleeping bags. I recommend doing it in the sand. That being said, if sand isn't an option and you think you can do it in the grass, by all means give it a try. However, it needs to be flat. Now this is pretty sloped. It's probably going to end up messing up towards the end. However, I'm still going to give it a try. So first, we need to do our crafting kit again. And we need sleeping bags. 4 sleeping bags. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in this server, since I can't break Twig, because it's Bob the Builder and it's creative, I'm going to have to use slash remove every time. You guys that don't have to use slash remove, it's going to be infinitely easier on you. So if this kind of messes up a few times because of slash remove, just kind of bear with me. Alright, so put your first foundation down like that. That's about right. And then we're going to create one to the side And then that's it. We're not going to go all the way around yet. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our other sleeping bag, and we're going to attempt to place it right there. That's where we want it. So we remove. Oh, shoot. There we go. And then sleeping bag. Okay, so the sleeping bag is too far forward. So we need to remove that bag. And I need a tool cupboard to remove it. And alright. Sleeping bag. Alright. And go. Oh, stupid remove tool. This is what I was talking about. Might screw it up. That's too far back. This is what I was talking about, how it might take you a few tries to get this right. It's not easy doing it. Especially when you haven't done it a whole lot. Like, I just pretty much figured this out tonight, so haven't done it a whole lot. Might take me a few tries, too. We still need to put a little bit more of an indent on it, otherwise we're not going to be able to get through it. So, basically, this is all you do all the way around. I'm not going to make you guys watch me struggle to do it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut all this part out, so by the time you guys see me next, all this will already be done. Okay, we got to the last sleeping bag that needs to be placed, and this is the time when you do something different. Basically, you're going to need to place an additional foundation because you have to remove both the first one in the center and the one that you built after that. Otherwise, you can't place it underneath this post. So we remove both of those. Now basically we do the same exact thing we were doing before and do our best to guess. See, this is slanted. Don't want to slant. Nope. Not far enough back. For you guys that are on vanilla, this might be very, very difficult because you're going to be going through sleeping bags left and right unless you get them placed right the first time. So for those of you that are on modded, where you can use /remove and get the sleeping bag back, you're going to have a much easier time with this. I literally keep putting it in the same exact spot every single time. Okay, I can spell remove, I swear. Let's give that a try. Try to get it as indented as the first one. At the very least past the headrest. So I should be okay. And then from there, you just go ahead and add all these foundations going around. And then you've got your little cross. Now, building a base around this might be difficult. It might not. It just really depends on where you're at. With the slope over here, yeah, I didn't think so. I'm not going to be able to place that many foundations. I'm not going to be able to do this back row at all. So you might have to actually build down like this in order for it to go. Nope, won't even let me go in. Yep, slopes are a major pain. So basically that's pretty much it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and kill myself one more time for you guys, and we're gonna go to sleeping bag 3. 3 is my lucky number. And I wake up and placement is off. See, it's just the tiniest little placement being off will screw the whole thing up. So you guys really need to practice this. If you get the placement right every single time, I guarantee all 4 paths in will get you to that center foundation. However, practice, practice, practice. But hopefully you guys won't get the chance to practice because Face Punch will have this fixed. That's pretty much it for this video. Sergeant Soldier, Brick and Rust, returning to foundations being entered by sleeping bags. You entering foundations by... yeah, whatever. And we'll see you in the next Brick and Rust video. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching Breaking Rust, a series dedicated to exposing bugs, glitches, and exploits in the game of Rust. The idea is to get these videos into the hands of game developers as soon as possible, so please share this video to help achieve that. If you know of any bugs you'd like to have featured in an episode, please let me know in the comments below.